Hey guys, my name is Bruno, now welcome back to the Movie Geek. Today I'm here to do another Blu-ray review, and this Blu-ray review is on my shirt. We're talking about the movie that I love this year that came out this past summer. I saw it twice, one in the regular theaters and one on IMAX. Blu-ray I'm talking about, of course, is Spider-Man Homecoming on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Before we go to talk about my thoughts and my thoughts are overall about the Blu-ray, the picture and art quality, I'll let you know that there's so many different editions of this Blu-ray. So we have the Best Buy exclusive, the 4K edition, the Target exclusive, and the Walmart exclusive, I believe. I don't know this other store that have the exclusive, but I got the regular edition because my stores from Best Buy and Target went out of their exclusive. So I went to Best Buy. Okay, I'm gonna get a steelbook. Gone. Sold out. Went to Target. I'm gonna get an exclusive. Gone. So I decided, what the heck not, get the regular edition. Whatever, I can deal with it. But the cover looks fine, but I love the steelbook cover. The steelbook cover is amazing. It's the artwork, the concept artist who put on the steelbook, so it looks amazing. And the Target exclusive, I believe, is coming the bonus disc, and it's a digipack kind of packaging. Look nice. I saw it on the video. Look nice. So, whatever. I got the regular edition. I'm fine with getting the regular edition because it looked nice with the subcover with my rest of the MCU collection. But let's talk about my overall thoughts on this movie. While we were watching this movie, I was so excited. I have a stressful week. And a very stressful week from school, doing my college essay, my college applications. It's been stressful. Friday night, last night, we watched this movie. Just finished my homework. Pop this in. Me watching it, and I still love this movie. I remember how fun of this movie is, how the sense of innocence going on throughout the movie, because we're finally getting a younger age of Peter Parker, because Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield played Peter Parker in the late 20s, early 20s, around there, and doesn't feel like a teenager to me. Tom Holland played a teenager, and I can see him as a teenager, geeking out, as a kid, being excited being a Spider-Man. When he was Spider-Man, he's a teenager of a superhero. And just I loved it. I loved the innocence of this movie, the sense of innocence. And the action scenes were thrilling, action-packed, exciting, as well having funny moments and very heartwarming moments. And the chemistry between Ned and Peter was very well done and very well developed. You can see they're best friends. And I love Ned as a character, such a hilarious character. One of the best part about this movie is Ned, because he's likable, charming. He wants to be part of Spider-Man life. He's with his best friend with Peter Parker, who happened to be Spider-Man. He wanted to be the guy in the chair. And there is the little gag in the movie about the guy in the chair. Hilarious scene. And also, top of that, the villain. This is one of the best villains so far in the MCU films. The Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, as Engine Toombs, aka the Vulture. One of the best parts about this movie is the villain. When I heard the announcement that they're going to do the Vulture, I was like, I don't know, cause the comic book, if you look at the comic book, it looks cheesy. With the Leonard tights, the wings, and old guy. How are you gonna work on that? But when you see the movie, the first look in the trailer, when you see for the very first time of the Vulture with the helmet on, the cool aviator jacket with this mechanical wings who were made by the Chitauri tech from the first Avenger movie, and the helmet, the green eyes. Ooh, they finally did it. They pull it up. They pull up the villain, the Vulture, make it badass. Because in the comic books, he doesn't look badass in film, but he does look badass on film. And the way he used in the movie is just brilliant, because Michael Keaton is just such an incredible actor, from Birdman, you know what I mean? Michael Keaton is such a fantastic actor, and I love the fact that he was Batman. He was a hero first, now he's a villain. Pretty cool. I love Michael Keaton. I think he's a fantastic actor. He did great as the Vulture, take a nemesis villain, but at the same time he thinks he's doing the right thing, even though we're going to talk about the twist in this movie in this video, because I want to spoiler talk about this movie since this movie came out months ago. And also another thing, this is my favorite incarnation of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Just because, just like I said, he's innocent. He's a kid. He's a teenager. I can so relate to this character because I'm a teenager, and I always wanted to be Spider-Man because Spider-Man was my very first superhero I ever introduced as a kid. And then see him, this new incarnation, the third incarnation of Spider-Man in the big screen, I thought this is it. This is special. This is it. Because when you see him the first time in Civil War, Peter Parker for the first time, I thought, yep, they got it right. This is the Peter Parker we've been waiting for. This is the incarnation of Spider-Man we've been waiting for. Childlike, younger age, teenager, in a high school film. Fantastic. And also, John Watts, the director, said this movie, this is very like John Hughes high school coming of age movie, and it is of a superhero movie. And I love the fact that MCU is still targeting different genres. We got a heist movie, we got a strange, weird movie, Doctor Strange, a space opera, Guardians of the Galaxy, we have a high school movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, and it's just a great opportunity that Sony and Marvel Studios works together and make a great film that is part of an MCU. And this is a very special movie. This movie is part of the MCU movie that finally Spider-Man is part of it. That is part of with Iron Man, Captain America, and with all these incredible characters that Spider-Man that deserve and belong to. And I'm so excited for Infinity War that's coming out next May, which is a big movie, a big deal. And Spider-Man is still part of it. And I'm so excited for Infinity War because Spider-Man is still there. And I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my homeboy. He's my superhero. He's a superhero that everyone, teenagers, young kids, can relate to. Okay, let's talk about spoiler stuff. This is the spoiler scene that I've always wanted to talk about since I first movie review on this movie, because I don't want to talk about spoilers because my movie review is a spoiler-free review. This blue review is gonna be a spoiler talk. So here you go. If you have not seen this movie, where have you been? You live in the rock. Get this movie. Get it. It's a fun time movie. I love this movie. Now, the twist. I want to talk about the twist. Okay, this is the day of homecoming night. So Peter Parker went to Liz's house to pick her up to go homecoming. Obviously, the normal day, the normal life with Peter Parker. And then when he rang the bell, when he opened the door, guess who's Liz's dad is? Liz's dad happened to be the Vulture. That moment, my friends and I, when this movie started showing, we were shocked. We didn't know this. This wasn't even in the trailer. This wasn't even in the synopsis. None of that. I'm so glad that they kept this a secret. And when Michael Keaton came along the screen in Liz's home, oh my god, this is her dad. Her dad's a freaking Vulture. Peter Parker nemesis. Oh my gosh. And then after that, this was an awkward moment for Peter Parker. You know, he just wanted to go homecoming with Liz. That's it. But in this bad situation that her dad is the Vulture, and it's an awkward moment for him. You know, oh my god, this is Liz's dad, and Liz's dad happened to be the Vulture. I want to get out. No, because it's awkward for him, because he's a teenager. At the same time, in the car scene, when Liz talk about, Peter Parker worked in the stock industries, he'll be fine. And then Michael Keaton character like trying to mumbling the puzzle solving about what Peter Parker been doing in the stock industries, and then what happened in Washington DC, why Peter Parker wasn't there, why Peter Parker wasn't in the stock industries for the internship, and then Michael Keaton character was puzzling out, like, no way, is he Spider-Man? And then I believe it was a red light and then green light. Bingo, he is Spider-Man. That he had discovered that Michael Keaton knows, oh, this kid is Spider-Man. He is Spider-Man, and he saved my dollar life. Awkward for Peter Parker. Very awkward. He has straight face. I mean, when Liz was showing her phone like a funny gag or video, like Snapchat, whatever. I don't like Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat. And then Peter Parker was like laughing, faking laughing. and then back to straight face, because he's focusing on her dad, happened to be the Vulture. And then, oh my god, that scene when he was talking about, have you kept a secret that you're not Spider-Man from my daughter? And he said, no, I haven't told her. And then good, because he appreciated that he saved her life. And at the same time, he wanted, if you mess it up, I'm gonna kill you with and all your love. Ooh, man, that scene alone, my favorite scene of all time in this movie, because Peter Parker just found out that her dad is the freaking Vulture. Wow. Now the next scene, this is my other favorite scene. I want to talk about the scene, and it's where the Vulture wings collapse. I believe the pillars and the ceiling go down, and then Spider-Man was strangling. I believe he got stuck, and he was screaming. He's a teenager. He's a kid, as well. He was terrified. He tried to reach help. He was trying to scream help, and then at the moment, this is Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man from the comic books, and innocence, the sense of innocence inside him, that he's still learning to becoming a superhero. At the same time, he's still a teenager. When the moment when he got stuck and yelling, screaming, and he's hear the dialogue from Tony Stark, if you wear the suit, you're nothing from the suit. I believe that's a line. And when he see this water, the homemade Spider-Man mask and his mask, showing you're a teenager, but at the same time, you're a hero. And then he's Superman man up. He back it up, move it, and I mean he pulled all the ceiling off, and then he going to kick the Vulture, butt. And to me, that is Spider-Man. That's the moment of a Spider-Man. This is just like the comic books, and I love that scene alone because he learning to become a hero. At the same time, you need to be a man. You need to be facing your fears, not knowing that he's still a teenager. It's one of the best scenes in the movie, that he's a kid, but at the same time, he is Spider-Man. You gotta get it done. Let's go get the Vulture down. And it's one of the best scenes. The discover of the list that happened to the Vulture, and Peter Parker becoming a Spider-Man, a hero. Those are two of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's just showing a Spider-Man moment. It's just a great moment in the film. Also, I want to talk about is the suit. I love this suit. This is a modernized take of the suit, but at the same time, paying homage of the original Spider-Man suit from the comic books back in the day with a small Spider-Man logo. I love the suit so much. It's very Iron Man-like in a way. It did not take me out in the movie, so I'm fine with the suit. I love the suit. I really do. I love the eyes, the way it moves. You can give expression thanks to Deadpool, but I love that so much. And also, the visual effects look good, especially in the Vulture and Spider-Man. They did a lot of motion capture. We'll talk about the special features, but really do like the visual effects in this movie. And the score by Michael Giacchino. Again, the theme of innocence. The score has an innocent feel of the movie. I love the theme song. I love the score. Fantastic. Michael Giacchino did a fantastic job. And also, another spoiler talk. I want to talk about the Donald Glover character and who he is. He is a nephew. Well, he has a nephew. His nephew is Miles Morales. That's a big deal for me because I was like, oh my god, Miles Morales is in this universe. Miles Morales, if you don't know this, is I believe from the Ultimate Universe, that when Peter Parker dies, he took over the mantle of Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. And it's a very diverse Spider-Man. He's a black African American, I believe. I read the comic books. It's been a long time, but he's a great character. Much younger than Peter Parker, but in a way, he's a fun character. I cannot wait to see him in live action. Hopefully, he brings in the live action because he's such a great character in the comic books, and he has been there from animated shows. And I believe they're making an anime movie by Sony on the Miles Morales version of Spider-Man. Really curious about that, but when Donald Glover said I have a nephew to take care of, I was like, oh boy, he's in this universe. I know where this gonna take on the future movies of Spider-Man, the Peter Parker trilogy. I believe gonna be a trilogy for this, and maybe Peter Parker may die in the third film, and then Miles Morales will take the mantle of Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, and I cannot wait for that. I want to see that. And plus, it's a very emotional scene when Peter Parker, and it's also a big deal when he dies at a very young age. Everybody took us by surprise, and Miles Morales, a new Spider-Man, is a big deal. I love that. I love that they tease Miles Morales. I need him. I need to see him. Hopefully in the sequel, he'll be appear. I'm excited for Miles Morales in this universe. Now I'm going to talk about the audio and the picture quality in this movie. The picture quality in this movie, yes, there's a 4K edition. I don't know how that look like, but the blu-ray, what I see in the big screen from my living room, looks beautiful. It does look beautiful. It does look like a cinematic movie. The color pops. It looks vibrant. Look like a sense of innocence. At the same time, the darker tones looks right. I can see the darker tones in this movie when the nighttime scenes. And the audio quality of this movie also fantastic. I can hear the score at the same time. I can hear the dialogue going on in this movie. It's a great audio score. I can hear loud and clear, and it's a fantastic audio. So both of them will give a 5 out of 5 stars. Now, the special feature, the meaty ingredient of this extras, the reason why I'm looking for this Blu-ray is the special features. I want to see the making of this movie, why they had to reboot again, and why this movie need to be part of the MCU. I need to know the information, and they gave me that. So let's list all the special features. One thing about I'll show the closer look is the slipcover is upside down because Spider-Man is upside down. He's a Spider-Man. So first, there are 10 deleted scenes and extended scenes of this movie. There's 10 of them, and most of them, there's a reason why they took on the movie, and most of them is I kind of wish this was in the movie. This one particular deleted scene is that they're in the bus on their way to Washington D.C. and you see, remember the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, the station, with the helicarrier still there. The destruction hasn't cleaned up. So I wish that was in the movie, and Michelle gave more lines to that movie. So that's pretty cool. There's a cast gag wheel. There's a gag wheel. Oh my gosh, I love gag wheels. If there's a Blu-ray, if there's a gag wheel, that's an A+ bonus right there. I love gag wheel. This was a good gag wheel. All the cast having fun and making their mistakes and laugh out loud, having fun in the set. Love gag wheel. I love gag wheel. We have the Spidey Study Guide, a pop-up factual track. This is talk about Spider-Man. I like that one. It's decent. We have unseen alternate Captain America PCAs. If you know from the movie, you see a little TV and Captain America made an appearance from the original, the Avengers suit. I was like, oh my god, Captain America's in this movie, and it was hilarious. By the way, the PCAs, one in the detention and the other was in the gym, and there are 10 more of these. They talk about the hot lunch. They talk about the illegal fireworks. They talk about brain, and it's just the reproduction. I mean, it was hilarious, and it's all in this green screen. So I loved it. I'm so glad they put more PCAs of Captain America. It's one of the best part about the movie is that PCA from Captain, because it's in high school, and I believe the gym teachers, he said, even though he's Captain America, but he's still a war criminal. I was like a little nod from Civil War because he's a fugitive. He's still a fugitive for Infinity War. So really excited to continue that storyline from Captain America being a fugitive, the struggle that he has going on right now. We have Aftermath. Filmmakers bridge the gap from the Battle of the New York. Okay, this is talk about why Spider-Man needs to be part of the MCU, how they do it, how we bring these characters into the MCU movies, how they had an idea of the Vulture, the character, is a scrapper. They're the cleanup of the Chitauri alien and the dark elf weapons and many more, and how they bridge that to the part of the MCU, and how Spider-Man is become the part of the MCU, and how the Vulture and the rest of the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery is part of the MCU, and why this needed to be put together in the MCU film. At the same time, they show a lot of screen tests. Lots of screen tests of Tom Holland, and this one screen test between Captain America and Tom Holland Holland and Chris Evans, I was like, oh my god, they show this. I'm so glad they showed the screen test because I'm so curious what the screen test is, and they did it. I love the screen test. I mean, I was so intrigued, and Tom Holland did a lot in this movie. So props on Tom Holland. I love the actor so far. He's becoming a big thing right now. A tangled web. Spider-Man integration into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They always talk about explaining how Spider-Man is part of the MCU. So it's very explained easily. So it's simple. Talk about why this Spider-Man as a character needs to be part of this MCU movie. How Amy Pascal, the producers of Sony, and Kevin Feige have to work together and make a great movie that's part of in the MCU. And more. There's a ton more. They talk about the John Watts, why he is a director, why he had fun in making this movie. And there's trailers, photos, and that's it. So pretty good. 60 minutes of extras. Really in-depth detail of making up behind the scenes. How Tom Holland did a lot of work with the motion capture and doing all of his stunts. And also there's one of the extras that talk about the stunts. That's all the extras. Oh my god, I love the extras. The special feature is 10 out of 10 to me because they dealt a lot of details about the making of this movie, why Spider-Man is part of the MCU movie. So pretty cool. Thank you for the answers that I had a question for a long time, like why Spider-Man is needed to be part of this movie, why Sony is collaborating with our studios. The big studio today, I said right now, they're a mega huge studio right now, and they're doing very well right now. Infinity War is coming out really soon in May. Black Panther is coming out. Dark Ragnarok is coming out really closely. I got a 30 showing ticket. I'm so excited for the movie. And now time for the closer look of the Blu-ray of Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay guys, here's the closer look of Spider-Man Homecoming Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. I would like to take a moment that I like this cover. I mean, it's okay, but I kind of wish Iron Man was not in the cover because they're pushing too much that this is part of the MCU movie, that knowing, oh my god you guys, this is part of the MCU and Iron Man is in this movie. So I'm okay with this cover. I like the fact there's the Avengers Towers. This is fine. I'm fine with the Avengers Towers in this. But Tony Stark, a bit too much. We got a praise right here. This is a very nice glossy, nothing too special slipcover. Here's the spine. I'll let you take a moment with the spine. Okay, I like the spine. And this is traditional Sony Columbia pictures, and this Blu-ray compact. But let's take a look of the rest of the MCU slipcover. So we have Civil War, Doctor Strange, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And next to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is Spider-Man Homecoming. It looks alright on shelf, to be honest, because it doesn't have the traditional Disney, Blu-ray logo, 3D logo. This one says Blu-ray DVD. At the same time, the character pictures on these three is not on Spider-Man, so all we get is the Spider-Man logo. But the title is matched, so the title matched together. So it looks alright on shelf, to be honest. I kind of wish this Blu-ray was distributed by Disney instead of Sony, because Disney did do a lot of good job, but at the same time Disney does not have discards. So yeah, here's what it looks like in the back. What I love about the back design is this is genius. All the credits and the special feature, the listing, and the digital copy sticker is all upside down, including the praise is all upside down because Spider-Man is a Spider-Man. He sticks upside down, so pretty nice. So that's pretty unique that you cannot read upside down. This is the same thing with Doctor Strange. So here's an example. You can see the special features upside down because Doctor Strange is a weird movie, so pretty cool. Let's take a look with the Blu-ray case. Nothing too special. Similar artwork from front, spine, but the back is different. So we got a switcheroo. So the credits and the special feature is not upside down as this slipcover. So pretty nice. But the only thing that's upside down is Spider-Man. So kind of did a switcheroo. That's pretty cool. On the inside, we got my tickets from Thursday showing and a Sunday showing, and the IMAX when I went to San Antonio to visit my family. So pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this because I saw an IMAX. It's amazing. I love the IMAX. As well include the digital copy, which I don't give a frick about it. And we have this official app about Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know what is this. And the back about the coupon. And then talk about the release of Blu-ray from the original Sam Raimi and Andrew Garfield, both on Blu-ray and 4K. And I don't know what this, the rewards thing, whatever. Don't care about that. Now we have the DVD. You can see the fan and camera and me. Hi! So, DVD and the Blu-ray. And let's just appreciate that they had disc guards. Oh my god, I love this disc guard. What an appropriate disc guard. It fits the logo of the Spider-Man Homecoming. That's pretty cool. I love this card, but this DVD looks alright, but the Blu-ray looks amazing. I believe the 4K is a black disc with the Spider-Man logo. So the same thing. This one is light, dark blue. So pretty nice. I appreciate the disc card on this movie. That is a closer look on Spider-Man Homecoming. That is a closer look of Spider-Man Homecoming on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Comment below which edition you got on this movie, and comment below what you think of this movie. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know, because I'm the majority of people love this movie because I can so relate to this movie. And takes place in high school, and I'm in high school. I'm a senior. Hey, this is the perfect timing for this movie to come out because I'm a senior. I love this movie, and I saw it in 30 showing. I saw the movie twice. I saw it on a regular XD on Cinemark, and I went to out of town when this movie came out, and I saw it in IMAX on San Antonio, and it was amazing. I saw my cousin. It was my cousin's first time seeing this movie. She loved it, and I love this movie. I adore this movie, and this is 10 times better than the Amazing Spider-Man movie, but this is tied with Spider-Man 2, so pretty awesome. That is the Blu-ray review of Spider-Man Homecoming on Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.